The Apollo series lights from KC are going to be a plastic housing light as opposed to the slim lights, which are a metal housing light. So that's something that sets these apart from the slim lights in a fog beam. Today we're going to talk through the installation of these lights, which I am going to give a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench install. KC almost always includes a full wiring harness with their lights, and this is no exception. Everything's going to be plug and play, making the install very simple, and you can probably get it done in around an hour, maybe a little bit more. We'll talk more about the installation in just a second. These are going to be a 100 watt 6-inch light. These are also available in a smaller 5-inch light that's 55 watts if you want something a little less bright or just something a little bit smaller. All in all, KC makes a very high quality light. These ones, being the Apollo series, are going to be a little bit less expensive than some of the other versions that KC offers. And in the realm of fog lights in general, these are going to be priced right in the middle. There are some fog lights that are going to be significantly more expensive than these ones, and also some fog lights that are going to be a little bit less expensive. If you're comparing these to some of the other options out there, of course, a lot of people are going with a LED light these days, but you're not going to get quite as much of a pattern out of an LED light unless you're using a projector LED light. This is going to be a fog light pattern that's going to be very low and very wide, and something that you can run on the street with oncoming traffic. Those LED lights that you see out there that are non-projector, they're mostly going to be a spot or a flood pattern, and that's not something that you can run on the street with oncoming traffic. It's going to blind oncoming drivers and be illegal. So this again is something that you can run on the street. It's going to be an affordable option, and you're still going to get a very high quality light that has a lot of light output. So like I said, this is going to be a 6-inch light. These are 100 watts of light each. These do have the plastic Apollo series housing. This is a Polymax housing. These slim lights are going to be a metal housing. Now, some of us are a little more old school. We like that metal housing, but the plastic is going to last forever, hold up really well. If you were to scratch it, it's not going to rust like metal. So there are definitely some benefits to having the plastic housings like these Apollo series have. Of course, these are going to come with that iconic KC stone guard on them. These are also going to come with a wiring harness, like I mentioned before, that makes install very easy. KC includes that with a lot of their lights, and it'll make getting these wired up and working a very simple process. So again, very simple 1 out of 3 wrench install, probably around an hour, maybe a little bit more to get these installed. And the first step is actually installing the light itself. Now, because this is a fog pattern, you're going to want to install these below the headlights. So that means on the bumper. This is not a pattern that you're going to want to install up on the A-pillars or up on a roof rack, nice and low on the front bumper. Whether you have a bumper hoop that has light mount tabs, or you just plan on drilling a couple of holes, you'll get these mounted with their traditional single post mount, making it very easy to get them bolted up. Once you're done with that, it's just a matter of stretching out the wiring harness and getting everything plugged in and attached. The lights themselves have a weatherproof connector on them that will plug into that wiring harness. The harness will pick up power at your battery, and there's also a leg of the harness that you'll pull through the firewall and connect to the included switch to actually turn these on and off. So you'll pull the wiring harness, make sure you keep it away from anything that's moving, anything that's hot, use lots of zip ties, make sure everything's nice and clean and orderly. But again, this is something that's very easy to install, and anybody can do it in their driveway because it does include a very easy to use wire harness. These lights are going to run you right around $135, and there are some lights from KC that are going to be a little bit more expensive than this. Again, this is the Apollo series. They're going to run you a little bit less than those metal slim lights. Now, if you're looking in the grand scheme of all fog lights, there are going to be ones that are considerably more expensive and also ones that are less expensive. With this, I think they're priced appropriately. I think you're getting a very high quality light. You're getting something that's very well built, going to give you a lot of light output, and you're getting a brand that you know and that stands behind their product. So that's my review of the KC HiLiTES 6-inch Apollo Pro Halogen Fog Lights, fitting all 1987 and up Wranglers that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.